It's the last week in June, summer is here, and you may be enjoying the sun, the sea, the sun, but it's also time for a mid-year reset. Hello and good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm naturally Ray, or you can just call me Ray. Now, if you know you watch my videos back to back and have not subscribed, why not? Make sure you subscribe and hit your notification bell so you don't miss when I upload future vlogs where I talk about health, fitness and lifestyle. So we're halfway through 2024, which means that it's time to do a little bit of a review. Now this particular video we're doing a reset, but it's focused more on health, fitness and weight loss goals. Now in the last 6 months I've been doing a couple of videos and vlogs just giving you all an update and my progress on my weight loss journey. In the last couple of videos, in my recent videos, I started a weight loss series, Journey to 120 pounds. I will leave a playlist in the description box so you all can catch up on that. I haven't reached my goal yet, so I am still on this journey, so we're doing this together. Now, I'm not too sure how your last 6 months have been, how your year has been going, how you've been progressing with your health, your fitness, your weight loss goals. But it's June, we're almost in July. I think, yes, July is next week, which means it's the perfect time to do a mid-year reset. Now, the first thing that I want you to do is to reflect and to reassess. I essentially want you to make about 3 lists. So on the first list, I want you to write down everything that you have achieved, all the goals that you have achieved. I want you to write down the things that have worked in terms of the habits that you have been consistent with, the habits that you have been disciplined with. On another sheet of paper, or maybe on the side, I want you to write down the goals that you did not achieve. And I want you to write down, I guess, things that have not been working for you. Let me give you an example. Or I also want you to consider things that you're on track with. For example, you may have said to yourself, I want to lose 20 pounds in 2024. Now we're in June, which means that if you lost maybe 10 pounds, you're pretty much on track. Maybe if you lost 7 pounds, you're a little behind, but you could just catch up in the next 6 months. Now if you lost 3 pounds, then you have a lot of work to do. So this is where the reflecting, reassessing and resetting comes in. Now I want you to be really honest with yourself as to why you haven't achieved some of these goals. Is it that you've been lazy, you've not been consistent, you've not been disciplined, or is it that you maybe set some unrealistic goals? For example, losing 10 pounds in 6 months. For the most part, and I think for the majority of people, that is something that I will consider to be sustainable and realistic. You all know I always talk about setting realistic goals, things that you can sustain over a long period of time. But if it is that you maybe set a goal to lose 20 pounds in 1 month or 100 pounds in 3 months, for the most part, that is very unsustainable, unreliable, unrealistic. But what I also want you to assess are the realistic goals and the sustainable goals that you didn't achieve, but it's because of the systems that you put in place. For example, if one of your goals was to exercise more, that is not very specific. You want to maybe say, I would exercise 3 times a week or 4 times a week, and you want to specify whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whichever day works for your schedule, for your lifestyle. Choose those days. Another thing that I know a lot of people underestimate is the amount of water that they consume on a day-to-day basis. And persons will just say, well, I want to drink more water every day. But if you decide you're actually not tracking these things and you're not being very specific about it, then you more than likely may not achieve your goals. If it is that you want to drink maybe say 80 ounces of water a day, you may have a water bottle that's 40 ounces. So you know that drinking 2 of those full water bottles will add up to your 80 ounces of water a day. Because at the end of the day, we don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And I think that's from Atomic Habits. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. So this is where we need to do a reset of our goals and do some action planning. look back at all of those goals, everything that you wrote down in the beginning of January, at the beginning of the year. Some of them may not be feasible anymore. Maybe you have changes in your lifestyle, maybe you have changes in your schedule, and you realize you can't exercise on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You may have to do it maybe on a Tuesday, Friday, and a Saturday. You need to know exactly what works for you, what is sustainable, what is realistic, and make those adjustments accordingly. Now, like I mentioned previously, I'm on my weight loss journey and I'm doing my series, and I am really excited to let you all know about 30-day challenge that I am going to do in the month of July. Now, I know July has 31 months. I will let you all know in a little bit what I'm doing with the last day in July, and this is somewhat of a reset month for me. There are things that I've definitely fallen off track with, because the reality is I have not been making really good self-assessments and audits of all of my habits. Some systems that I've put in place, I realize that I have to tweak. So let me tell you all about this 30-day challenge. Now, disclaimer, this 30-day challenge is not to do any type of quick fix. It's not to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. It's really just to, I guess, jumpstart or be used as a catalyst to help to develop certain habits and routines and proper systems, especially if you have not been staying consistent and disciplined for the last couple of months, weeks, or maybe since the year started. So we have one or two little rules when it comes to this 30-day challenge. The first thing is you cannot make any excuses. You cannot do any substitutes unless it is you're in like dire straits or maybe it's extenuating circumstances. No excuses, no substitutes. And I mean substitutes, for example, if it is you were supposed to exercise for 1 hour every single day for these 30 days and one particular day you missed, you can't double up on the following day and do 2 hours of exercise. You just can't. Now, again, this is merely just helping you to, again, stay consistent, stay disciplined, and keep up and track certain habits within the systems that you build, so you can, at the end of the 30 days, assess it and reassess. I have about 5 habits that I want to do every single day for these 30 days. You don't have to do 5 habits. You can maybe choose to do 2 or maybe 3 habits. My first habit is that I want to increase the amount of water that I drink, and specifically I want to drink 100 ounces of water every single day for 30 days. And I think that is maybe the easiest habit that I have set for myself. Because I tend to do pretty good when it comes to drinking my water on a daily basis, but I definitely want to make sure that I get 100 ounces every single day. My second habit is to walk for 1 hour every single day, and obviously it's more intentional walking. I have recently tried to increase the number of steps that I do day to day. Y'all, I'm not too sure if y'all are hearing that, but it's very gloomy and it's raining a lot. It has been raining a lot, so I really hope y'all can hear me properly and that the rain is not too loud. But yes, I was mentioning that I'm going to do 1 hour of walking every single day. So I'm going to split it up with 30 minutes of walking in the morning, 30 minutes of walking in the evening. What I've actually been doing in, I would say, the last couple of weeks/months, I've been trying to increase, I've been trying to walk after every single meal for about 15 to 20 minutes every day. So I'm gonna see how that works. You know, the rain is coming down even more. I really hope you all can hear me well. My third habit is to do 3 days of strength training every single week, and I've already chosen which days I would do. I used to try and do 6 days of strength training Monday to Saturday, and then I realized, okay, that's not working. I'm not keeping consistent with it, and then I decided I will do Monday to Friday, and I was like, okay, this is still not working out just based on my schedule and I guess a little bit of inconsistencies. So I said, okay, for this entire month I'm going to do a baseline 3 months of strength, not 3 months, 3 days of strength training, and I'm choosing 3 days where I know I don't have as much responsibilities on those days. And after this entire 30 days, I will decide if those 3 days are working for me, and see how maybe for the month of August I can increase it to 4 days, and just gradually see how things go for the end of the year. Now my fourth habit is something that might be the most challenging and that is to increase the amount of time that I sleep by 1 more hour. My sleep patterns have still been a little bit more on the irregular side, and I really want to get it, I guess, stabilized. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I'm going to, for every single day, increase it by 1 hour. So I am definitely gonna have a set time and increase it by 1 hour. Whew. Don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna get it done. And my fifth tip will be to only eat home cooked foods, or foods that maybe somebody cooks for me. Again, this one might be a little challenging because with the month of July and it's like the summer and there are so many things that are happening, I know that I have to make a lot of sacrifices, but I want to do it. I want to stay consistent, and I definitely see a lot more results when it comes to my weight loss when it is I cook my food at home or if somebody cooks for me. But I definitely see a lot of progress because, you know, when you eat out, y'all, I don't know what happened there. My camera just cut off and it's not my battery because it's fully charged. I just don't know what happened. I think the last thing that I was mentioning was about the treat meals for the last day of the challenge. I want you to treat yourself. I want you to celebrate your wins. I want you to be proud of yourself because for 30 days straight you were consistent, and yes, you will, because we know you will be consistent. You were consistent with keeping up with everything that you have to do, and the last day is to treat yourself. You may decide, yeah, you want to go out and eat, but it's not just about eating anything you want. It could be that you want to do a spa day, or you want to just have a self-care day, or maybe there is some type of activity that you've been wanting to do for a while, or visit somewhere for a while, and you just treat yourself and you do it on that day, because at the end of the day it's good to celebrate these wins. And like I said before, the main objective of this 30-day challenge is to assess and track and see what works for you. It's really just a catalyst to help you to stay consistent. You all know consistency is key, and sometimes, you know, you look at someone and look at them and say, you know what, they are like really disciplined in what they're doing, but yes, they're disciplined, but it's the consistency that helps them to be disciplined. Discipline is really doing the thing that you have to do when you don't want to do it, and consistency helps. If it is that you just tell yourself, I will do it every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, without fail, developing that particular habit and being consistent will ultimately help you to be disciplined. And these 30 days can also help you to see what works and what doesn't work, especially if you have not been properly tracking your progress for the last couple of months. At least use these 30 days to see what you can do in the future. Maybe you could consider every single month, the month of August, September, etc., to do a monthly reset. Now, it doesn't have to be this strict. This one is a little more strict. You can maybe skip days if, again, things are extenuating. But I would say try your best not to skip those days, because again, consistency is key. But you can maybe decide to do weekly resets, you can decide to do monthly resets, because at the end of the day, all of us want to achieve our goals. All of us want to look back at the end of this year and be proud of ourselves, because we want to end 2024 really strong. Let me know in the comments if you may want to do a reset with me. Let me know maybe some of the habits that you may want to stay consistent with for the 30 days and keep up with my journey. I would link again in the description box a playlist of my weight loss journey series if you all have not caught up with it as yet, and as always, make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification bell so you don't miss videos. Give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, and as always, try your best to become the healthiest version of yourselves. Bye guys.